Hey Libras, welcome back. I'm here with your reading for mid to end of August. I've already pulled your Oracle cards right here. Get into those in just a second. We'll do a general spread, a love spread, looking at you and the person you're dealing with, and then pull some advice for you. Just a reminder, this is general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I think that's all the disclaimers, so let's get into it. All right, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Start the reading. Justice in the reverse, also your card coming up in the reverse. Okay, the Golden Phoenix. Something you thought finished burst back to life. Normally that might be a good thing, but Shallow Grave, you missed someone. And then North Node, step out of your comfort zone. So I feel like you're here with these cards, you're very unhappy, very unsatisfied, possibly with the situation from the past, maybe how it ended. Maybe you didn't think it ended very fairly. Definitely just, your card coming here in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse. Overall, I just feel like you're very disappointed and sad. Again, we have the you missed someone here. So strong energy from the past. So you may be kind of thinking back on someone. Like I said, I feel like it's over with. Like it's been over with. Like you missed someone, they've been gone. So I feel like you're just kind of like one of those things. Like you're just kind of all up in it, missing it, focusing on it. But I feel like there may have been something, maybe you ran into this person, you saw this person on social media or something triggered you to like make you start thinking about this person, or it could be even a situation, doesn't have to be a person. Either way, you're just not very happy with how it all turned out. Some advice for you, I feel like though, is that now's the time to kind of step outside of your comfort zone. You may already be doing that with you in the reversed a little bit, and you're real unsatisfied with how that's going about. But we'll look into your other readings and see if we can find out more about the situation. But overall, and this whole thing from the past, sometimes I would say, if this is something you've been wanting, this is probably a good thing, but it may not be a good thing. But we'll get into, it may not be what you want to hear either. Sometimes, we have things that we're not very happy about, and it could be that you're very unhappy that whatever it is that you thought was done and over with is like you're having to deal with again. So I'm kind of getting that vibe as well for some of y'all. You thought you had finally moved on from a chapter, and then it's like, damn, here it is, and I'm having to deal with it again. Like, I've been here, done that. So I do see the Lovers here, but we'll see what comes out in the reading. I do see the Magician too, so you are manifesting, so that's good. Nine of Cups. So definitely could be relationship. Lovers coming up again. So from the cards that I've been seeing, it seems like this could be relationship or someone that was very, very close to you. So what is Libra's focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for the rest of August? Please and thank you. All right, Nine of Cups again as your focus. We have the Devil here as your obstacle, Two of Pentacles as your advice, and then we have Justice here coming out again as your most likely outcome. Ooh, I do see Strength here, Nine of Wands. So, yeah. So with these cards, and for those of you that are have been here a while, I don't always pull these cards, but I was drawn to them. So I do feel like you are working on building your strength, but you still have some walls up, but you're working on letting them down, okay? But you know, your happiness right now, you definitely feel like there's a block and you're trying to work through it. I do feel like you are trying to work through it. However, right now, overall, your energy is the Queen of Swords. So, you know, air energy, just trying to go back to your element here, I feel like, and just be logical. Just, you know, use your head over your heart, even though your focus here is you want love. Could be that a love offer is coming in, could even be an apology. Maybe you're offering the love, maybe you're offering the apology. But that's your focus, is love, even though you're being very analytical about it. Not analytical, you're just leading with your head as opposed to your heart, or you're letting your head make the decisions and not your heart. So let's see, why is the Knight of Cups here as your focus, Libra? Why is the Knight of Cups here as Libra's focus? I did see this at the bottom of the deck, so when I was shuffling. So you feel like it's time, okay? You feel like luck is on your side, but you definitely do feel like it's time for you to either move on, or it's just time for you to offer love, because this side is more of the move on, you know, move forward. So wouldn't it surprise me if you're focused right now on giving or making an offer. It could also be that an offer is coming in, and so you're like, well, maybe now this is the time. However, your obstacle is, and I'm definitely feeling like this person is from the past that we're talking about, your obstacle is, you know, the Devil card. You know, it could be a Capricorn you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be, but this cycle, this relationship or your connection has some toxic habits around it. Okay, there's still some things between the two of you that when y'all come together, it's still there. So there's still some things y'all really haven't worked through, because the Devil here is in your obstacle. So there's still some things that have to be worked through. So even if they are on the same page and, like, you know, missing you and stuff, it's like, yeah, once that is over, there's still going to be there's still core issues that need to be worked through. Or it's from the past, but you still you still remember the good times, even through all of the toxic BS. You still remember the good things. You know, this Six of Cups isn't in the reverse, so you still overall feel positive about this person, even though it's like there's more good times than bad, but the bad times were stronger than the good, if that makes sense. Kind of a weird reading I'm getting today, the way I'm reading these cards. So your advice is balance, okay? The Two of Pentacles here. You need to keep balance. Also, you may need to focus on your money a little bit, work on your money. You may be having money issues. Not really feeling that here, though. You just need to find a balance, okay? I feel like here with your overall energy being the Queen of Swords and the person, and then your focus is this Knight of Cups, you need to find a good balance between your heart and your head, leading with both of them. So let's see, though. Let's see what this Two of Pentacles is about. Knight of Swords. Work on getting your balance before you go moving forward, all right? Don't rush into this. You know, the Swords energy is very fast energy, and then we have the Two of Pentacles here, so you need to go into this very balanced, very slowly, making sure, you know, things are just staying equal, staying balanced, staying fair, all right? Don't rush into anything here. But that's not saying don't go for it. It's just saying make sure you're staying balanced through this whole thing. All right, we do have the King of Swords coming out sideways. And that one just kind of fell out. So I'm going to put it next to the Queen of Swords. So keep a very level head. And it came out sideways, so I'm like, you know, you need, my goodness gracious, Page of Wands as well. Yes, there's a start here. There's definitely a start possible here, and communication possible here. There's passion here. There's definitely, I feel like one or both of you are very motivated for this, at least for the communication part. You just have to stay balanced, all right? So stay in your head, but don't let it overtake you. Like, don't let it do, don't stay in the head if you're in your head, all right? But your overall energy is that, or your most likely outcome is that you are going to get back more to you, you know, to feeling like yourself, because overall, you know, the Justice came out in the reverse, which is your card, and I'm just kind of taking this at face value as you, all right? But you're still going to feel a little trapped by the situation. You're still going to have, you're still going to be up in your head, okay? So you just have to really watch that. There's definitely a lot of air energy here. So don't overthink things too much either, all right? Think them through and be objective, but don't overthink them, all right? Because that's going to end up just keeping you here in this feeling trapped and stuck. And nobody likes feeling like that. All right, let's get into your love. Let's get into the love for my Libras. Give these a few quick shuffles. All right, Libra, what's Libra's overall energy and love for the rest of August? Knight of Cups coming up in the reverse. I feel like you're wanting to, because it came up as your focus in your general reading. All different decks, same cards coming out. You want to make this offer, or that was an apology that came in, and you may not be open to accepting it. See about the person you're dealing with, Seven of Pentacles, they're waiting. They're kind of waiting, you know, kind of assessing the situation, seeing what's gonna, you know, just probably seeing what you're going to do. All right, I feel like they may have made an apology. Okay, going from your first spread, because this is obviously kind of a continuation of it. They may have made the apology, all right, and they're kind of waiting to see if you're going to take it. But I feel like you're really up in your head from your other reading that it's kind of hard for you to be open and move towards them with your heart right now, which is fine. You know, it's fine. You're having to think about it, because I feel like it was, you know, this was a serious thing you had. Page of Pentacles. You are wanting a new start, though. You're at least new communication. But slow. You're not going to rush into anything, all right? Also could be an earth sign, because there is some, there is a good bit of earth right here, especially on their side. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Queen of Wands in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance, reverse, Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups overall between the both of you in the reverse. So this isn't starting right now. I don't feel like this is getting up off the ground yet. Like I said, you're not really ready for it yet. You're not really open with your heart yet, and they're just kind of waiting around to see, you know, if that's going to change is kind of what I feel like here. You are working on getting in control of your emotions. That might be what's kind of keeping you from making any moves. It's because, you know, you're just trying to get in control of your emotions. You do want a new start. You want a new start. You want a new start. A slow start, though. I do feel like you aren't really willing to rush into anything, but you have two aces here, all right? And they're both in the upright. So even your head is kind of saying, let's do this, but we need to move slow, is really what I'm feeling here. But you're keeping everything very, very close. Keeping everything very close to, you know, the chest. You're not really very open about where you are right now, which I feel like is why the person is just waiting around to see where you're going to, which way you're going to go, because I don't feel like they can read you right now. We do have Temperance here in the reverse. Could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but we have, I'd say, some patience. So some of you may be losing some patience about this whole situation, but I really feel, for the most part, you just feel very unbalanced, okay? You don't feel at harmony right now. And I can see that because I feel like your head and your heart are in kind of fighting right now. You know, your head's like, you know, we can give this a go, just start slow. But your heart's kind of like, no, okay? And so there's a lot, you're carrying a lot of burden right now. Right now I feel like this is really weighing you down, and it's really heavy for you to deal with making a decision. I really do feel like this is kind of a decision, and I do feel like the ball's in your court. So I feel like you may have already gotten the communication from this person, or you will soon. They do feel like this would be, there's some success here. There's something here that would, you know, this is definitely worth their time and energy. But they are, the whole thing leaves them feeling very unconfident about the whole situation. Maybe a little bit angry too. They might kind of be like, you know, we could win here. You know, there's a chance for both of us to come out ahead here. But, you know, it's like they're kind of losing faith, kind of losing confidence about the whole situation. And you know, may even be losing a little bit of passion because they're just kind of sitting around waiting to see what you're going to do. The Two of Pentacles, it's leaving them pretty unbalanced, and, you know, nothing's changing right now. No new change is coming in right now because it's kind of a waiting game. But they are looking forward. They are planning ahead. They're waiting to see, you know, what options they have with you, and they are wanting to come together with the Four of Wands. They're wanting to come together. I do feel like they are sincere. Whatever their communication with you, I do feel like they are being sincere. I do feel like this is what they want, and I do feel like they do feel like you know, y'all both can win here. Y'all both can be happy. You know, I don't feel like they're pressuring you here. They're just kind of waiting around to see what you're doing, to see if you're open to this, to see if it's worth pursuing and moving forward. I do feel like they are on the up and up with it, though. I don't feel like they're just kind of playing around. I know there's a lot of fire here. Could just be a fire element you're dealing with. You know, it could be a Sagittarius. Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe that's why they're coming up in the reverse on your side. But it doesn't have to be. I do feel like they are sincere about it, though. All right, let's pull some advice. Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Advice for my Libras. One more. Libra. What advice do you have for my Libras for the rest of August, mid to end of August? What advice do we have? Advice. Two came out. Three of Wands in the reverse. Palace of Cups. Tree of Life. Interesting. I didn't even know that card was in here. So I'll have to pull a clarifier on that. Alrighty. Okay. Strength, and then we got the, how many is that? Six of Swords. in the reverse, Strength and the Six of Swords. Could be a Leo because of all that fire that you had. And the Devil's coming out again, though. All right, so let's pull a clarifier for the Tree of Life. What's happening with that? It's the Star. All right. I think you need to kind of stop waiting around. I feel like the waiting, because we have the Three of Wands, the waiting is kind of what's kind of holding the whole thing back. And I do think you are kind of waiting. And I feel like here it's because you need to get in touch with your emotions, all right? I feel like you are doing that. The King of Cups came up and in your side, and that's what you're working on. I feel like you're trying to get your emotions on the same page as your head, you know, your mind. Have a little bit of faith in this situation, all right? With the Aquarius, or Aquarius, the Star, it is an Aquarius card. But, you know, have a little bit of faith in this situation. Don't let this knock you down, though, okay? Don't let this knock your strength down. The Six of Swords normally talks about moving forward, but here I'm feeling, you know, now may not be the time to move forward away from this, okay? Meaning, you know, you might need to kind of you kind of do need to deal with this situation and deal with this Devil energy. Whatever these, whatever this connection between you and this person, whatever was toxic about it that probably ended up ending the relationship, you need to work on, okay? Don't hide from it. You know, don't try to move past it until I feel like you've dealt with it, okay? Because I don't feel like you can move past it until this stuff has really been taken care of and dealt with so it doesn't come back. I do feel like overall, though, there is a potential in this. You know, this reconciliation. I didn't see anything on their side that was not on the up and up. So I do feel like they are genuine. And the connection can be good, but this stuff has to be dealt with because it already kind of tore you two apart before. So, you know, if you don't address this, you know, it's not really going to move forward. It's not going to progress into the calmer waters. It's not really going to progress into something that it can be. I do feel like it can be positive here. There's definitely, you know, a connection between the two of you. Just the Devil, you know, coming up in your obstacle and coming up here in your advice, it needs to be worked on. That is and I feel like that's what's holding you back. It's what's holding you back, you know, your heart back, because you're like, I know, I know how this can break me. I've been here, done that. Has this stuff really changed? Have we worked on it? I don't think you have worked on it. However, I do think you can both come together, figure out what the problem is, and work on it and move past it. All right, Libra, that's your reading. I hope you found some messages here that will help you through your August, and I will see you next time.